Hi, I'm Todd. Welcome to my dooryard. Today is day 2 with the 65 T-Bird. And I think what I'm going to do is continue cleaning the interior here. I still got the passenger side to do. And then we'll move on to the trunk. Hold on a second, let's on that so I can see what I'm filming. Put up the trunky trunk. It rained last night, but I figured maybe the thing to do is I should start putting together a list of what actually has to happen on this car before it will see the road again. And we know we got to rebuild the carburetor. We know we got some brake issues that we got to sort through, and we know a few other things. You know, I'm not going to screw with any kind of the body work like that. That's like very visible with that little bit of wet on it now, or down here, or the trunk. Here's the thing. You can see the trunk's been, I don't know what happened there. They're not in contact, but obviously maybe something got shut in the hinge. But it's got this really weird gap. I got no gap here. Pretty big gap here. Back to normal sized. Pretty even across the top. But you got this damage here in this corner. And it kind of pushed this whole corner in. This big chrome piece seems fair. I don't know. Is it weird that I have no backup lights? I don't know. But this is definitely not right. You can see this is raised up. Doesn't really show it on the camera here. Let's try and get right down here. There we go. You can see that corner is raised up. And as we come across the, this doesn't line up. This is a little funny over here. But then, the trunk is below the chrome over here. So it looks like the trunk deck has been kind of pushed this way. I don't know. Maybe I can adjust that in the hinges and get it closer, I hope. Maybe there's more going on than I just don't know about. But yeah, part 1 for some reason didn't want to upload for me. I'm still working on that. Eventually it'll happen. So this is part 2. I think I'm going to make them shorter and do like a part 2A and a part 2B. I've been watching YouTube, you know, and guy was talking about the upper steering bushing on this car. So of course I come out and tried this one and it was all loose. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to do. Oy, it looks like a real headache. So I started screwing with the center button. Doesn't really sit right. And I was looking at maybe I was going to do that today. It's kind of unpleasant weather out this morning. And this interior is so amazingly nice though. Did I ever show you guys a headliner? It's perfect. I can't get over it. The headliner is amazing. I got to clean it still. That's what I said I was going to do today. So anyways, I got in here and was trying to get the this to set better. And it doesn't center, it's loose. I was thinking maybe there's, you know, I got looking at the way it was put together. I was thinking maybe there's just, it's supposed to come up against these 2 stops back here. I took this off and I wound up losing all the spring shit out of the back for the horn. but it still works. So I definitely want to clean all this inside here before it goes back together. What I should do is just turn the key on. Oh, it doesn't have a column lock, does it? Well, maybe I can get this back around to straight. It doesn't want to. I'm not going to force it. But yeah, I got all that going on. But I think, man, it would be so awesome to have a working clock. Nobody has a freaking working clock. I would love to make that happen. Anyways, I guess I'm going to go back to wiping down the interior over on this passenger side and trying to clean stuff up. And we'll move on to the trunk. I'm just going to leave all that right there. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to move this over onto the driver's side footwell. We're going to get out and close this door, and we ain't going to screw with that anymore. I get all this cleaned up. Maybe I'll put this back together just the way that it was, and we'll come back to it at a later date. Oh yeah, I was trying to put together a list. Trying to organize myself into doing what I need to get done. Maybe I should chamois this water off before it leaves all water spots. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do first. I'm gonna get my chamois out, and I'm going to dry the car off, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'll bring you back when I get that done. It shouldn't take too long. Alright, so I got it all chamoised off and dried. It's looking pretty good, but of course, just like anything, the more I spend time with this, the more things I find that I'm like, oh geez, what the hell was I thinking? You know, I don't know. See, there's one little bit of chrome left here, and all the rest is just gray plastic. This piece is, that side's attached all right. The downside. Upside, not so much. Stuff that just, I don't know, don't quite sit right. I think this car has been gone through kind of meh and thrown together, maybe a flipper kind of thing. I don't know. But there's dings. There's dings all through the paint. This I find concerning. Look at how much. Look at this body line. It's crazy. It's up here. So I open the door. I look at the striker. Oh, maybe that's why. It's only got one screw in it. So, yeah, that's gonna need some love. But hey. I guess I'm in for a ride. In for a penny, in for a pound, they say, right? So I'm going to try and set you guys up with this makeshift kind of stand here. Let me get my hand out of the way. I'm going to try and put you like there. I'll bring you right back. This side first. Where's that post? How far out is it on that? Okay, it's right up against the back of the switch. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm like, oh no. I can do all this stuff. I'm pretty good at it. I'm fairly handy, you know. Like Red Green always said, if they don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. And yeah. So, getting this trapped in there. Well, that loads. This, why? I don't think this is the right ring. I don't think this is the right rim, steering wheel rim for this car. As odd as that seems. Man, that just don't seem right. on, don't fuck shit up. Oh yeah! So now we're dropping pieces out down there. We still got that one attached. Yeah. I'm afraid yours truly here might have been a bit of a dumbass. We ain't even gonna screw with this. I'm gonna put this right back the way it was. Put all this hardware right here. Yeah, even the squirrels are laughing at me. Can you hear them? Well, you know, when that sits right, that's pretty close. I still don't think this should be a white rim, shouldn't it? I don't know. We're gonna throw a couple screws, just light toss, get them in there, so that it's out of the way. We'll leave the spring and the retainer out until I can get this whole steering wheel off, and then I can probably get them on there with much less effort. Yep, not tight, just snug, because they're gonna come right back out. All right. I still don't know about this. I because it should sit this way when it's done, and that's nowhere near the stops, unless it's those stops there. Okay, so it'd have to go over that little like ratchet thing. Let's try that. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, it should be a tight spot right there. Click. And then it just keeps turning. I don't understand me. It should come to those stops right there and hook in. But it almost feels like this is too long for this. I don't know, maybe I need to pad this back a little. It's screwy as hell. I don't even want to think about it right now. Actually, you know what we're going to do with this? These springs and clips are going to go right into this with this vintage era. Yep. There's no catch there. This is. I don't know. I still got so much cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning to do. We're going to put that on the list though. Oh, right here. The center console latch. Right now I've got under brake system. I'm gonna have to do a master cylinder swap out and check the booster, chase all the steel lines for leaks, do the rubber lines, all of them, check the wheel cylinders and calipers for any leaks. It's got a new caliper on the right front, I know, but I gotta look through everything else. I gotta look for pads and shoes and all the associated hardware and make sure that's all up and running. Check the drums and the discs. Then once all that's correct, I can bleed the system and we should have brakes. Yeah, we'll see. In the taillights, I'm going to try and take them out and clean it and lubricate it and see if I can't get them operating correctly. I don't know. From what I've seen, they are a real headache that just never ends headache. So maybe we'll repair what we got, and maybe we'll swap out to an electronic package. I'd hate to, this bothers me. I don't know. Well, stay on task, Todd. Fucking guy. Maybe we'll upgrade to the electronic ones in the tail lights. I don't know. It's cost prohibitive. We'll see what we get. We'll see how we go when we get there. In the engine, which is something I need to probably do first, is rebuild that carburetor once I can figure out what the carburetor is. Of course, it's going to need an oil change, filter, fuel filter, air filter, cool it, flush out, blow out the coolant, replace it. And the whole engine bay is going to need a big cleaning. I should probably do an electrical tune-up on it. You know, plugs, points, wires, cap, rotor, all that shit. Maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew, I don't know. But of course I got this, the steering column is, you know, but that promises to be a grand headache, but doable. I should be able to make that happen. And then of course now we're gonna fix the center console latch, which, oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome. All right. Let me go get some cleaning supplies, and we're going to do this half, the passenger's half of the car, and the roof liner, and then we'll move on from there. Oh yeah, well, let's put that on the list now too. Seat belts. I got the passenger side one. I hope you can see this. Yeah, it could probably be reconditioned. It's not that bad. The driver's side one, oh my god. It's so rotten. The lift still works, but the back half that covers the block, that, you know, is the friction holder for the style seatbelt, and the block inside is so rotten. It looks like it came out from under the ocean. It really does. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to get new belts, I guess. Hopefully, I can find belts with the light blue, turquoise, sapphire, whatever the color is, on the tops. That would be awesome, but the likelihood of that, I guess, is probably pretty low. It still seems like this should be a white steering wheel. I mean, I got a white center cap, I got a white column, I have a brown steering wheel. It kind of goes with the wood trim, but it just doesn't seem right. Whatever, seat belts. It'd help if you learned how to spell. Yeah, okay, so I guess I'm going to put a stop to this and go get some cleaning supplies, and we'll come back after that.